So this is the only item of furniture or appliance that we can move. Quite heavy though.
Like that.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, no problem. This is not a one-man job, this. I might ask you to help me just slightly lift that up. Furniture. Whose job is it? Sometimes we feel the need that we can help out and we can move the furniture for you. But what we do is we put a waiver in place that just protects us and yourself as a customer. This particular item, or appliance should we say, the oven, can't be moved because it's not on a socket. And there's no space to put these other items. I genuinely don't know how this is gonna work. Before we do any installation, we've got to move the appliances out. Then what we're gonna do is lay the flooring out. We're gonna be using this adhesive to stick the flooring down, and then to trim the flooring in and cut the walls in, we're gonna be using this hook here.
Whose job is it to remove the vinyl?
Well, to be fair, it should really be the customer's job. Unless you're getting paid for it, but as I said before, there's so many extra stuff or extra chores that flooring installers do that are not paid for.
Typically, you cut from the centre of the room or towards the centre of the room.
I'll do it in 3 pieces, basically just to suit where the appliances are. So it's not like an exact science, but it's also manageable for the customer when they're taking it away to the waste. You'd want to make it as manageable as possible for them to put in the back of the car when they put the seats down. So that's why we do it like that.
And there has been times where you've seen a perfect bit of vinyl and donated it as well.
Normally got offcuts, which will get donated to somebody for free in a back hall, toilet or small bathroom maybe. Yeah.
When somebody works for a company, they have a time scale, don't they?
Absolutely, because you've got to think, if you're turning up and no one's mentioned appliances, and then all of a sudden you've got to move appliances, then everybody's unhappy because it's just time frame. You know, we're not superhuman, we're not robots. You know, we are humans. Working for a shop would be a complete nightmare. I mean, an example is this post. I don't know why they've glued that to the floor and siliconed it. Doesn't make any sense because they've not done it with that one. So working after other trade is a big problem as well, because you don't quite know what you're going to get because you're going in after the other person.
When people do work for a shop, are they expected to move this from the shop and from the customers?
In my honest opinion, I think shops treat flooring installers extremely poorly. They're not looked after enough. I'm not saying that for every shop, but for the majority, like 90%, I think flooring installers are treated just really badly for the amount of work they do, both physical and mental.
I think this is why a lot of young people don't want to go into trades anymore as well, because they see,
well, yeah,
one, it's hard work, and 2, they don't get treated the best.
That is a massive topic to touch base on, because if you're a young lad and you're working for someone who's completely stressed out and whatnot, then they're just going to talk to you like rubbish, like get me this, get me that. And that is why, in fact, there is a problem with flooring installers apprentices, because hardly any of them are taking courses. But it's purely because they do a week's worth of work with an installer working on his own, and then obviously the rest follows where they didn't have a great experience.
It's not just flooring installers though, is it? It's trades in general. Trades in general in the UK are going down, and that is because apprentices don't get treated the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's worse for flooring installers because we're the last guys in. So all the other trades have been in. I mean, even like here, like this is a problem. Electricians to just come along, not to call a trade, but electricians just come along, cut wires, and they don't sweep up.
That was left.
You know, so you've got loads of problems like that. They've obviously done the electrics and they don't clean up after themselves. That's a massive problem on the building sites. So one of the biggest issues are, obviously we don't want to damage it, it's an expensive oven. We might be able to lift one side up at a time, but yeah, either way, it's not going to be good.
Let me get in the middle then, go on, because I'll do both at the same time. Go on.
Right, say when?
When?
Yeah?
No.
Alright, let me put it back down for 2.
Go. We have to swap sides again.
Not that I'm not strong enough, by the way. Not using any masculinity.
Your man points are going down.
Yeah, I don't want my masculine points to go down. 2025, you can say what you want. Right, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, get your hands out of the way.
My hands are out of the way.
You say that, but
They're well out. I was stood up.
I know, but it's a fear factor for me because it's so easy to trap your hand and stuff. Electrician, again, see the wires? Everywhere. They just don't clean up after themselves at all. Whatever was cooked on this smells well nice. Right, wait a minute. Right, pull it.
Yeah, got it.
Job done. That's the hard part done now. Cheers for that, cameraman.
That was an additional 40 minutes, I'd say.
This is why it's a difficult one-man job. Limited space and a massive piece of vinyl. So basically, as you can see, it's quite a difficult area to work in. If this oven wasn't here, we'd just be able to roll it out and it'd be dead easy. But instead, we've got loads of creases that we now need to take out. And we're trying to get the maximum amount of waste off this piece, basically for the next customer. So getting it all level and straight is proving quite the task. As you can see, we don't want any creases in the vinyl because it will cause it to rip. And it does mark quite easily. But I think we're nearly there now. So again, because the post's in the way, I can't put that vinyl right up to the wall. So running the risk of it being short. So I actually need to twist that a little bit. You have to keep repositioning the whole vinyl to get it right without any creases in. Right, I might need an adult helper now. Do you see that action?
Yeah.
That's all right there. That's all I need you to do. Go on, keep going. Keep going. Done. That'll do. And put that back down. Yeah. So you can see firsthand the challenges, can't you? Stay there, Harley. It's great, mate. It's great, that.
There's no effort for me.
Right, stay there. Right, you can pop yours down now.
I'm going to push it down in 3,
Yep.
2, 1.
That's it. Right, so can you just lift it back up for 2 secs? Can you create wind underneath the vinyl? See like that? This is the sciencey bit. If you flick your end, let me show you. Right, Harley's going to do his thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a load of wind underneath the vinyl. Do you know that game you do with the kids with the balls in the middle and you throw it up? No, all you're doing is gently pulling it, but be mindful to keep the vinyl close to the floor because of that post. Right, 1 minute. You only need to move it ever so slightly, so... See, this is all extra time consuming. Right, go on. Right, perfect. Perfect, I think. To be honest, I've not really got the answer. These are things that we don't work with like all the time because you've got to have stuff out of the house. So this was a very difficult part of the job. As you can see, we had to get the sheet vinyl underneath these 4 legs, which proved a really difficult task. Smell that brown paper?
No.
It smells really nice.
I'm not going to do that.
Oh, okay. You don't go off the instruction.
There's not a chance I'm going to do it.
It does smell really. It does smell really nice. Perfect, mate. Absolutely perfect. You might be at a start. Yeah, there you go. You've done this before, mate, haven't you? I know you're the cameraman. You shouldn't be doing any physical work. Right, drop it back down. Perfect. Perfect. Right. Everything's capable. Everything's capable. So you can see firsthand the problems here. It's a nightmare, isn't it?
I just do it.
I know.
Blind, really, because.
Oh, yeah.
22 stone shuffle. Why are you laughing?
It's all in
That's
the
it.
hip.
It's all in the hit. 22 stone shuffle. So we've pushed our sheet vinyl out. We've gone underneath the post. So now we need to just continue on with the installation process. We do have an obstacle here, which isn't ideal. So let's see if we can move that. This just means we can get the vinyl closer to the wall so we don't cut it short. Yeah, it is a very tedious task installing vinyl flooring. So all the extra obstacles literally just add to the headache. Even this, I can't get into the pipe properly. Well, it's extra tedious when you've got appliances everywhere. So that's the flooring installation finished for today. And all that's left to do now is put all the appliances back in their original position. And the big question is, who's responsible for the appliances? Is it us, the flooring installer, or is it the customer? Let's settle this debate once and for all in the comments below. Do you have any nightmare stories? If so, drop them in the comments below. and more importantly, like and follow for more flooring videos.